is known as the Lord's hymn.
Immaculate Mary?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Right?
Mm-hmm. When you're there in the procession,
That's
they
what
do
they
sing
sing,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess because at Lourdes, it's when Mary revealed that title to Bernadette. I am the Immaculate Conception.
Right. And she should not have known, Bernadette should not have known that, right?
Right. Well, it was just too confusing, but she had to repeat and memorize those words because...
But that's what convinced the bishop to believe her, right?
Because they just made that a dogma.
Right.
So...
1854.
Wow. Pope, I think I learned... was it Pius XII?
No, Pius XII was in the 20th century.
Then maybe Pius
The 11th, maybe.
8th. It was Pius
Couldn't have been the 8th.
something.
There weren't that many Piuses between
10th?
in 110
Maybe the 10th?
years, 100 years.
Maybe the 10th. I
What's
got to
that?
check. I know I learned it in school.
But Pius.
So,
Yes.
yeah, Lourdes. Have you ever had a desire to go there, Jim?
I after you've told me what they do, no. after you described it, no, I don't have any desire. to
No,
go there.
you don't want to go in the baths?
It just sounds too rough.
No, it's very gentle and prayerful and easy.
And
nice.
cold. The water's
it's
cold.
slightly uncomfortable at one point because you have to wrap yourself in a towel, take off all your clothes, wrap yourself in a towel,
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
and then go in the bath naked,
There's
really.
strangers there
But
and all that stuff.
no, you have
It's like
separate,
the handshake of peace.
separate baths.
Huh?
Everyone has a separate bath. The only people that like help you are like maybe 2 nurses or aides.
I don't want to hear something.
All right. Anyway, it's just really. So before I told you about what happened, you can still go and visit and not.
Well,
go to the
yeah, I
baths.
mean that but you know me and
And
apparition
pilgrimage.
sites.
You'd rather go to a.
I don't have any.
chapel.
No. Let me just put it. I want to clarify. Don't take it the wrong way. I think there's great benefit to making pilgrimage to apparition sites if the Lord is calling you there.
Right.
I really believe that with all my heart. You've talked so highly about your experiences. I know people who have gone, and that's wonderful. For me personally, it's. I just figure. I mean, Jesus is right here in the tabernacle,
Right.
and to me, that's the ultimate site.
Yeah. And he's the ultimate healer.
Right. So
Any healing comes from Jesus.
But I'm not saying don't go or you shouldn't go or you're wrong.
You
to
have
go.
to discern the calling.
It's what It's where God wants you to be and what He wants you to do. I've never felt the pull to visit
Except
the
for
sites.
Rome. You like to go to Rome.
Rome, but only because it's headquarters.
Not necessarily apparition.
Right.
It's more.
It wasn't where Our Lady appeared, and I don't have anything against that. I think that's great. But people can go and should go if they're called to those places.
Besides Rome, any other pilgrimages sites you'd like to go to then?
I really would like to do a John Paul Poland tour.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to walk in the footsteps of John Paul II in his
So like
homeland.
Czestochowa
And Wadowice, what do they call it? Is their hometown, Wadowice?
I don't know, that sounded like
Wadowice.
it sounded Italian, not necessarily Polish. Bada
No, that's bada bing.
Bada bing, bada bang, bada.
No, Wadowice. No, I would like to do that and then from Poland go to Rome, like follow his footsteps from where he grew up, where he was a bishop, and then he worked his way to Rome.
That would be cool. Wonder how long that would have to take. Like how many days you'd have to set aside for that.
I don't know, but I think it would be interesting. I think I would, because I have a great devotion to John Paul II, so I think for me it would be a special. See, I would find that more spiritually fulfilling than going to Fatima or Lourdes, and I'm not knocking Fatima or Lourdes. I think it's great.
That's where you feel maybe called to
But
go.
I just feel.
How about the Holy Land? Or Cheryl wanted to go to the Holy Land, right?
Cheryl always wanted to do a little pilgrimage to the Holy Land. Yeah,
Did she go visit when she was living in Egypt?
she did. She did.
Oh,
When she
okay.
was before I met her, just before I met her, she was playing piano. She had a contract with the Sheraton organization. She was at the Sheraton in Cairo, Egypt, for 6 months. And I guess when she finished her contract, before she came home, she went to the Holy Land
Great.
and then prayed.
But
prayed.
she didn't have a tour, is that why she'd like to go back to kind of have an official tour guide?
I
type
just think she
thing?
just really loved where she was. Now, see, I would do that, but I think for me personally, all the walking and everything, and that'd be kind of tough. But
But John Paul.
John Paul, I would do.
All right. Well, we haven't been on a pilgrimage with the apostolate for 2 years now. No, last year we went domestic type of pilgrimage in the States.
To EWTN, yeah. No, I would like to go back to, I think the next one we do would be either. I think I would like to do the John Paul, Poland and Italy, Poland and Rome.
Poland and Rome. Cool.
Maybe there's an anniversary coming up. You know, this 2018 will be the 5th anniversary of Francis's election. So.
Oh yeah, didn't he prophesy something about 5 years?
He said he would only be pope for 5 years. So
we'll see.
We'll see. You know, he may have changed his mind now that we're there. We'll find out. But I thought Cheryl was trying to plan a Holy Land, but then now she's still at St. Magdalene's, and Father Ken Briganti, who many people know because he's with the network, is the pastor at St. Magdalene's. So Cheryl and he work together, and Father Ken is planning a pilgrimage next October to Italy.
Oh, cool.
So
similar to our style pilgrimages.
Yeah, but I think more time outside of Rome, like Florence, Siena. I forget where. I think Montepulciano.
Oh, okay. So like
the
a little
wine
Tuscany
country,
too.
Yeah, and some time in Rome, but more time spent in the other cities. So she probably will go on that.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, she's seen enough of Rome. She could check
that's
out
what
the
she
other
said.
cities too.
See, and for me, it's just the opposite. I can't get enough of it.
But that's true. There's always a lot to see in Rome, or to go back to your favorite places.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places. I always just loved going into the square and
people watching.
People just being there, and then walking into the basilica, and you first walk in on the right is the Pietà, and then there's John Paul's tomb. And then sit there and just have a conversation with John Paul for a while.
Yeah.
This good saint. And then the Adoration Chapel.
That's true.
Because I got a thing, I think I read it on the air Wednesday. Someone wrote to me and said that they went to St. Patrick's and it was so noisy and Mass was going on, people were talking. But it really isn't that way at St. Peter's.
No, they need those guards that they have at the Vatican that keep shing people.
They don't mess around. Yeah, they'll tell you, They'll put everything in, especially the Adoration Chapel.
And the photographs, too.
Yeah, no fotografia.
Yeah.
No fotografia.
All day. They're always correcting people.
Well, because there are a lot of tourists, and they go in, and I remember one time seeing an Asian family with their camera, and
they have the selfie sticks.
They looked like they didn't even know what it was, but look at that. There's a gold ornament. Let's take a picture of that with the Blessed Sacrament. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come back again. We have our Happy Holy Hour at 5 o'clock. Father Chris Rogers is here with his reflection on Sunday's Gospel. More music. Jim's back with the weather, and Sister Tatum with the Apostles of the Interior Life. So don't go away, friends. We'll be back with more Friday Live.